So what if I told you that the biggest risk of being an owner operator is not bad loads, it's not high fuel prices, it's not even these gig apps or these employers not paying you. Your biggest risk is that you only making money when you're behind this wheel. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how I'm making money without the wheel so you can do the same before it's too late. What's up, YouTube? It's RJ. So look, I ain't gonna hold you guys like normal, man. I'm gonna try to provide value, as much value as possible, you know, and help as many people as possible, man. But the first thing I want you guys to understand is that do not limit yourself. Do not associate wealth and abundance with struggle. Because for a long time, as an owner operator, that's what I did. I thought that the more I hustled, the more I broke my neck, the more I was out here like working my ass off, the more abundant I would be, the more money I would make. And in detail, it made me money, but it also, you know, did a lot of strain and a lot of damage to my body. And so I really want you guys to understand, don't associate those both. Don't associate struggling with abundance. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not the same, and it doesn't have to go together. You know what I'm saying? And you might think that you don't think that way, but if you're continuously doing something that's hurting you, most likely that's why, because that's what you think. You think that I have to struggle in order to have abundance, in order to be successful, in order to have wealth. Okay, so that's just number one. And so just getting that out the way, because mindset is everything. I just want you guys to understand mindset is absolutely everything. But as an owner operator, as somebody who has their own truck, you know what I'm saying, you have to differentiate the two. Okay. And you have to find ways to where you don't have to be out here hustling and struggling and beating yourself up in order to live in abundance. And so it's taken me a long time until I was in my 40s to really understand that mindset shift. Because I've been driving for 20 years. I've done everything. I've driven everything. Tankers, end dumps, dump trucks, cargo vans, planes, triples and doubles, containers. Like I've driven everything. So I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. I'm telling you what I actually know. And it's taken me 20 years of going through all these struggles, going through my income going up and down, for me to come to that realization that I have to learn how to make money without me being behind the wheel. Now, apparently it's something about being an owner operator that I like because I've done it for so long. So even if I did find ways to make money outside the driving, I would still try to do it. I would still stay in the transportation industry. I'm not saying that you just don't drive. I'm not saying that you just quit being an owner operator, but I am saying that you need to look more towards your future. And if you don't see what you're doing right now as making you wealthy, as helping your kids, as retiring your wife, as going on trips, if what you're doing right now isn't helping your life live in abundance, then you have to change, man. Like, so many people are telling me that I'm passionate. I'm so passionate about this because I truly understand you. I truly understand what you're going through every day. It might look sexy. It might look cool to be an owner operator and have your own business and you can work what you want to. But coming from somebody who's been doing it for 20 years, I understand that the number one thing that most owner operators, want is freedom. But it's also the number one thing that scares a lot of owner operators. Because what you don't understand is that, yeah, if somebody called me and I don't want to do a load, I ain't got to do it. If I don't want to work today, I ain't got to work today. But you do understand that if you don't work today, you're not making any money. So it goes hand in hand. And the worst thing is to a point where you need to work because now you haven't worked for a while and you need to make money, but you physically can't. I had COVID at one point. I've had COVID like 5 different times, but I've had COVID one time and it took me out for almost a month. So that means for a whole month, I couldn't even work. Not that I didn't want to work, I couldn't work. So when I got back into the truck, I was trying to hustle and bustle to get myself back on my feet, and the loads were still the same. It's not like the loads increase because they know that you've been out of work. No, it's still the same loads every day. It's still you doing the same thing. So how are you supposed to get out of your hole from missing work if you're still doing the same thing you did the month before. And that month before, you made enough money to pay your bills for that month. So now I missed a month. So now I'm back to working, but I'm still making enough money for that current month. So now I keep on going back. I keep on trying to figure out how to go back. So now instead of me working 5 days, 6 days a week, now I'm trying to work 7 days a week for 2 months straight. Killing myself. And so I'm just saying this type of stuff because I don't want you guys to go through that. Okay? I really don't want you guys to have to deal with that, because that is real. That is something that's going to happen. If you ask any owner operator, it's always been some reason where they had to stop working for a while. Whether it's they truck breaking down, whether it's them feeling sick, you know what I'm saying? Whether there was a death in the family and you have to go to like a different state and try to really help your family, because I've been through that as well. A lot of this stuff, I'm telling you, I've been through it. And so now that I've been through it for 20 years and I've been seeing the same patterns, now I'm really trying to figure out, okay, how can I help other people not have to go through this and instead help myself to where I don't have to go through this for another 10 years trying to be an owner operator until I'm 50. Like, for real. So what I've done is I focus more so on making money online. To where when it's snowy outside, when it's raining, when it's cold, I ain't got to worry about it because I'm making money while I'm inside. I don't have to go in my van and spend gas and put miles on my tires and stuff, or be out here when I really don't want to, just because I need to make the money. And so that's what I want you guys to understand. Like, I'm not saying that you have to totally just not be an owner operator. Some of you guys really love doing that, and I understand that. But if you think for 1 second that you can survive off of just driving, you're sadly mistaken. You're absolutely sadly mistaken. Because inflation is real. Every year shit get more and more expensive. Eggs get more and more expensive. Food, stuff that you just need just to survive, gas, everything gets more and more expensive. But if you're still making the same amount of money, what does that tell you? That tell you that you're never going to get out of the rat race. Just because you're an owner operator doesn't mean that you're still not in the rat race. Don't be delusional. I was delusional for 20 years, thinking that I'm making more than everybody. And like, you know, people in my family, they're making $30,000, $40,000 a year. I'm over here, I'm making 6 figures as a truck driver. But real owner operators understand that even if you gross a certain amount, like I remember one year I grossed I think it was 148,000 driving. And when I did all my numbers and I took out the gas, I took out, you know, all the maintenance, the tires that I had to do, the mechanics, I only really made like $70,000. Like, for real, like, just understand what's going on, understand what's in front of you. So if you have a way to where you don't have to spend anything, you don't have to spend your time and your body and gas and, you know, depreciate your actual vehicle, and you can make the money in-house, like, why not? Like, why not? That's all I'm saying. Like, why not? So I just want to get that mental aspect out of the way, because if you understand that, if you really understand what's happening, if you understand the loop that being an owner operator is, how you feel like you're making money, but then you have a bad month, then you have a good month, then you might have a couple good months, then you might have a bad month that cancels out those other good months. Like, when shit go bad, it could really go bad as an owner operator. And like I said, if you don't work, you're not making no money. I put my family through so much shit as an owner operator. Moving from company to company, my truck breaking down. Now my wife has to try to help out. You know what I'm saying? Like, her coming to pick me up on the side of the road. Like, it's been a time, dude, as an owner operator. So that's why I'm just so passionate about this. And I really don't want nobody else to have to go through that. And if you got like a little side business or online business that's making you a little money, even if it's making you $1,000 a month, like, that shit still takes off a lot of stress over you. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you gotta work, even when you don't want to, even when you're tired, even when your body hurts, you gotta work as an owner operator. And I'm physically tired of it. 20 years of it. I'm tired of it, dude. And so now my focus is really trying to figure that out. figure out how I can make money without being in this vehicle or in my cargo van. You know what I'm saying? And so a couple videos ago, I told you that I had a number that I wanted to make every month online. And my goal was to find somebody that was doing that number online. So I did that. Then I set up a mentor that can help me increase my business. And the one thing he said was, you have to have at least a core product to where you're making money from that. Once I see those numbers, he told me, once he sees those numbers, now I can help you, elevate it. I can help you increase it. I can help you get more revenue every month. But you still have to start. You have to do the groundwork. So after he told me that, then I found a product. I found someone that was selling a product, and I believe in the product. So now I have all this information, man, and things are aligning. I've already made money from the product. And it actually changed my life. Like, just seeing it, and it's not even a lot of money, but it actually changed my life. Like, I literally sold the product. I sold 2 of them on 2 different platforms. I made $500. One of my cargo van notes is $500. And literally in 2 days, I made that. Whereas it wouldn't have been that case. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have to get in the truck. I didn't have to. Since I've got my cargo van, the most I've made in a day is $450. Right? And for me to make that $450, I was out there like 8 to 10 hours. And I made that in a day, and I was so ecstatic about it. I even put that in one of my videos, to where I'm driving like far as fuck, but it was the best day I had as a cargo van driver. Fast forward 2 weeks after that, I'm doing this product this week. I set up everything, set up my stand store. I put the product on Craigslist. I put it on Etsy, and I sold on both of them. I made $500. Mind you, for at least like 2 hours of real work, creating my stand store, rebranding and everything, and putting it up on these different sites that's free for me to put my product on. So I really want you guys to understand, like, it's a game changer, man. It's a game changer. And so if you can learn how to make money online and have somebody in your truck, that's 2 different incomes that you're making. That's boss shit. That's how you progress. That's how you start making more and more. Right? Like, come on, man. We can do this. Like, it's not chess, it's checkers, for real. Like, I believe in you. I believe you can do it. Because I've done it, and I'm just like you. Like, I'm the same. Ain't nothing special about me. You know what I'm saying? Except I have a passion, and I have the focus to understand. I've been seeing what's been going on for the last 20 years in my life. And I took inventory, and now I'm understanding, okay, something has to change. And if I would have changed this 10 years ago, who knows where I would be right now? Like, for real, like, if you really think about it, if you learn how to make money online and you're constantly getting more and more eyes, there's constantly more and more people logging into social media, more and more people Googling shit, more and more people on Etsy, more and more people on eBay, more and more people on Craigslist. It's inevitable, dude. It's fucking inevitable. Like, making money online is inevitable. I promise you. And I'm not saying this because I think it, because I've actually done it. I've actually put in the work, and now I've done it. And that was in the span of a week. So please understand what's happening in front of you. This is 2025. This is the era of digital information. And like I said in the previous video, I'm never going to sell something to somebody that's not going to be beneficial to them. I'm only interested in selling information. Stuff that can help people. I don't care about selling stickers and shit. I don't care about selling bumper stickers or like designs on the side of the wall. Like, that's not my goal. If that's your goal, leave a comment in the comments, and I can help you find ways to do that. There's so many different sites. There's so many different like ways to where you can market that, and you can sell your stuff. You can sell your stuff on Etsy. You can sell, mugs and t-shirts and all this other stuff online that you don't even have to create. You go to a site like Printify, and Printify, all you need is a design. You go to Canva, which is free. Canva is free. You create a design. You go to that site, Printify. You put your design on a shirt, and now you put it on their website, and they market it for you. Now you did that shit one time. It took you maybe an hour to create it and put it on Printify, and now it's up there for life. Now it's up there to where as long as somebody sees it and likes it, you can make money from it. You make you about 4 or 5 shirts, and who knows what could happen. Make you shirts about being an owner-operator, about being a truck driver. So it's so many ways, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm selling is information. There's a link in my description right now, okay, of the exact product that I bought. And the exact product I bought was a master resale product, which means that I bought the product. Now I own the product. It's not like I have to like give the person who I bought it from a percentage of what I sell. Now I own 100% of it. So because I own 100% of it, I can change it. I can rebrand it. I can sell it wherever I want to sell it. I can split it up if I want. I can sell all 12 at a different price, or I can sell it as a bundle. And what I'm selling is information. I'm selling something that if you buy it, it can actually help you make money. Right? Because it's teaching you how to be a digital marketer on every aspect, whether it's emails, whether it's social media, you know what I'm saying, whether it's text messages, whatever the case may be, it's teaching you how to be a digital marketer. And then after you learn that, you can use that same information, that same packet, and you can resell it. Whether you use my brand, whether you create your own brand, you can still resell it and make money from it, from the things that it taught you how to do. It's like a win-win. And because I know the power of it, I know what it represents, I know how it can change other people's lives. That's the reason why I'm selling it, and that's the reason why I created it to be a core product for me. I don't feel bad when people buy it. You know, people be like, man, in sales, you know, a lot of people don't want to do sales because they feel bad about like trying to persuade somebody to buy something that they might not want. But this is something that everybody can use. You can buy this and give it to your child, give it to your wife, and they can learn how to digital market and they can make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the opportunities are endless. And what it represents and what it does is absolutely like a game changer. So you shouldn't even feel bad from selling it to somebody, because they can learn something from it that can actually make them money, and then they can sell it. Or they can learn things from it for them to sell it. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I really hope you guys understand what's happening. I really hope you guys understand that the shift is happening. And if you're not on board with it, then you're going to get left. And so this is a great way to get into the door, to where you have a product that you don't feel bad about selling, and you could put it somewhere and you just let it sell. Once you make profit, you put more money into marketing it, just like the course told you, right? And now you're making even more money. Now you're scaling. And one of the reasons I'm doing this because I'm more focused on helping people scale their business. So if I can at least help you get a core product and start making money from it, then we can talk about how to scale it to where you're making even more money. I just really want you guys to really believe and understand that there's ways to where a lot of people, a whole bunch of people, are making 6 figures a month just from selling a digital product. And they're doing it from their home on their laptop, and not in these crazy weather conditions. Not dealing with customers, not dealing with people in their face, not going to warehouses and waiting on loads. Not doing DoorDash and dealing with that type of shit. Not doing, parcels or Uber or none of that. Like, they're making 6 figures in their home. And if they can do it, you can do it as well. Because that's what I felt like. I feel like if they can do it, I can do it. And guess what? I've done it. This week, I've done it. So it's real. And I'm not telling you some fluffer shit. It's actually real. So I really hope this video has really like motivated somebody, man, and really like started making you think about changing. changing what you're doing. If you looked at the past 10 years of your life and they didn't come out like you wanted it to come out, why continue to do the same thing? If you've been an owner operator for 10 years and you still not where you want to be, please don't get misconstrued and thinking that you can do the same thing you've been doing for the last 10 years and you're going to have a different result for the next 10 years. It's not going to happen. So you got to change. And this is something that's easy. This is something that you can easily do to start your business. And like I said, we're starting businesses over here. We're starting stuff that we can actually scale. I'm not selling bullshit. I'm not selling something that's just serves as distractions to people. Because you can sell distractions. Distractions will sell all the time because there's so many, level 1 players in the world. People who just go by and like NPC players just do the same shit that everybody else doing, and they want distractions. So you can sell that to them. But I'm selling this to people who actually want to change their lives. So like I said, the link is in the description, man. I really hope you guys can really like take heed to what I'm saying and really change your life. You can do something one time. You can set out one day. This weekend, you can make double your money. This weekend, if you wanted to, all you have to do is sell 4 of them and you can make $1,000. Sell them at $250, you're making $1,000. So just understand, like, this shit is real. It's real. It's absolutely real. So if you wanna go on this journey with me, I really hope you do. But if not, I'm cool with it. I just hope you have some kind of information or even being motivated from what I'm saying. And even if you don't want to go into this aspect of online, you know what I'm saying, you can do other stuff. But I just don't want you to think that you have to always make money when you're behind this wheel, because that's going to ruin you. It really is. Because I really want you to go home and really think, okay, right now as an owner operator, what else can I do to make the most possible money? Like if it in the most perfect scenario in my truck, and I'm being serious with you guys, go home and really plan out like, okay, if I can find right now I'm making this amount of money, how can I make more? Like really think about it. Really write it down like, okay, I can go and find another carrier, or I can put somebody in this truck and then I could try to do this. Like really go and like really write down how you as an owner operator right now can make more money. And if you can't come up with anything, or if you don't even like what you wrote down, or if you don't even think that you can physically do that, like, okay, I could work more hours. But if you're already working 10 hours a day and out here, how else are you going to make more money? Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to work Sundays. Do you really want to work Sundays? Like, for real, do you really want to work 7 days a week to make more money? It's something that you really need to ask yourself. So I really want you guys to start really trying to plan out your life. And if you don't have that plan, if you don't see that it's going to happen, or if you write down everything and all the stuff you write down, you're not willing to do, you have to change. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, thinking that you're going to get a different result. You're not. You're not. So like I said, I really hope that this has blessed somebody, man. And I really hope that you guys take advantage of what I'm saying. If not with my program, if not with what I have in the description, with somebody else. But at least do something different so you can change your future. The future is an illusion. Right now is what matters. The present is what matters. What you do today is what's going to determine your future. If you don't do shit today, your future ain't going to be shit. Point blank, period. It's entropy. Like if you leave anything alone, it turns into chaos. And that's a law. That's a natural law. So it will happen. All right? Look, man, I really hope you guys have a blessed weekend. I'm really hoping that this was at least motivational for somebody to at least look outside the box. Look outside the box of being just an owner operator and driving for a living. And if your money and if your family isn't where you want it to be, if you don't have life insurance on your kids and yourself, shame on you. Like, that should be something that's your focus. If you don't have money in the bank saved, shame on you. That's something that should be your focus. If you don't have bank accounts for your kids with money in it, just in case they need anything, shame on you. As a man, like, we got to do better. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do better. The last 20 years, I haven't done none of those things that I've told you. So I'm not pointing the finger at you saying that you're bad. I'm saying them for myself. So now it's my focus. That's my focus, to make sure that my family is set up straight, to make sure that I don't have to worry about if they're going to be okay, even if I'm not here. Like, for real. All right, man, I'm done rambling. I promise you, I'm done rambling. Look, have a great weekend. I love you guys.